Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Flying and Eating. Today, let's go somewhere and do something, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey guys, it's Adam here. On today's, I guess, adventure of driving and eating, the missus and I, Mrs. Koralik, how are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. We're going to do something that's very special, I think, and I think you in particular will appreciate. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, of course I do.
You want to tell the fine folks?
We're going to CosMc's.
Now, there's going to be a lot to say about this, but here's the short version, and we'll maybe elaborate on this later. CosMc's is a new spin-off that McDonald's has created that is to compete with Starbucks. The first location happens to actually be out in the Chicago suburbs, and of course, where are we?
Chicago.
There you go. So we're going to go drive and check it out. The time I'm recording this, it opened yesterday. I've heard the lines are bonkers over there. Are you excited? Did you find anything on the menu you want to try?
I did, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah, you'll find out later. You'll find out later. But here we go. So we've arrived at CosMc's. It's to our right. This whole thing is just people trying to get in. We even have a cop to kind of keep security here. The drive-thru line is insane, but you got to remember this literally opened for the first time ever yesterday.
It says the line actually closes at 4 p.m.
Well, we made it on time because it is only 2:38. Well, you can't. Well, now you can see it. 2:38. I'm having. I know this is dumb, and you have every right to make fun of us, guys. But I think this is just really cool.
Dumb.
It is dumb. We're not unaware that this is dumb, but it's gonna be cool. What am I getting? Have you made your decision? She's gonna pick for me.
Yeah, you're getting the churro frappe and the s'mores cold brew.
All right. What are you getting?
I've only decided on one, so the sour cherry energy burst. It's like a slush.
All right. We will get back to you with further information. I might get some food though.
What?
Yes. Like the pretzel bites. They have these things
yeah,
exclusive. Keep in mind, if you're not aware, this place has a lot of stuff that's completely exclusive to just this store. And yes, fundamentally, this is a McDonald's thing. We know it's dumb. We know. But we're still doing it. It's still going to be, it's still fun for us. It's just an interesting novelty. Obviously, we'll let you know how it goes, food quality-wise, which I imagine is not going to be great. But at the same time, we don't really care. There's more locations that are coming. I think the next one they're going to build is in, like, Dallas. And they're supposed to build, like, 10 of them. And that might be all she wrote. So we'll see. We will see. If it's a success, obviously, they'll build more, though. So I don't know if, so we're in the city of Bolingbrook, which is a suburb. I don't know if they hired traffic cops. Or if McDonald's did, but I give them props. This is oddly really well organized for something that's so insane. Like, this is the average apparent wait time online is like 2 hours. I know it's insane. We know. So you might have noticed just suddenly we're back here. So here's what ends up happening. That place was so popular. The line we were in was not actually the line for the drive-thru. It was actually the line to leave the parking lot. When we got kicked out of there, we circled back around and went up to a guy and we're like, yo, where do we go to line up? Because we thought we screwed up. And they're like, oh, dude, they cut it off. They're like, and this was only like 2 in the afternoon. The place closes at like 8. They're like, that's how bad the line was. So it's now Monday, a couple days later. I'm going to go try again. Yes, I'm really this stupid. And Mrs. Koralik is not this stupid. She decided to stay home. I don't blame her. All right, we are here. And today the line is, while still present, much, much smaller than it was before. So there's CosMc's on the right, the first and only location. And of course, they built an actual McDonald's to the left of it. So as we wait, and you can see there's still security and stuff over there behind him, I thought I'd talk a little bit about CosMc's, as from what I can tell at this point. So yeah, it's a Starbucks clone, in case that wasn't obvious before, run by the McDonald's brand. Presumably based on this, it's going to be successful and they'll have more locations throughout the world, but as of now, obviously this is the only one. The name actually comes from the 1987 Cosmic character, when McDonald's was introducing a whole bunch of random characters into their library of McDonald's universe lore, and they just resurrected the name specifically for this thing. This is not that shocking that they've always wanted to kind of compete with Starbucks. That was the whole McCafe or McCafe thing was about, but that didn't quite pan out. This might, we'll see. Historically speaking, this is interesting that the first location is here, again, because the first modern day McDonald's, if you want to think of it that way, after the McDonald brothers fallout from Ray Kroc and that whole story, I'm sure if you ever see The Founder, was here in Chicago, at least the Des Plaines area. I used to go there as a kid because they turned it into a museum, but it doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, yeah, they tore it down a few years ago. But anyway, yeah, so this is just kind of fascinating that this is a thing. And hopefully it's halfway decent, and that you guys appreciate the effort that went into getting this. Also, it's drive-through only, which is useful in this case because it's cold out right now, but maybe they'll have walk-in locations at some point. I don't know.
Fortunately, on our first attempt, this is actually what the lovely Mrs. Koralik wrote up for me, for us to get. So I guess I'll just get this exact same order, and we'll try that out. So I was kind of chit-chatting with, so you see there's like little security dudes over there. I was chit-chatting with one of them, and he said part of the problem is that nobody knows what's on the menu because this is brand new to everybody. So I will put a link in the description. You can check out the menu for yourself. So that's actually why Mrs. Koralik was smart enough to write down a bunch of stuff. But that's the other thing, is not only people don't know what's on the menu, but when they do know, and I admit we're guilty of this, they want to try a bunch of stuff all at once. So all the orders end up being a lot bigger than you normally would go in. Like, imagine you go to a Starbucks, you probably only want like one, maybe two things. People are ordering like 6, 7 things because they're like, I don't know what I'm gonna like. Let me try a bunch of stuff. It's brand new, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting documenting this as like, you know, I'm not certainly one of the absolute first people to ever do this. There's been clearly a lot. But at the same time, it's just this interesting little opening moment of fast food history, as embarrassing as that is. So just taking a look at how they've got it set up, obviously right now is unique circumstances because it's brand new, but normally when it eventually finishes, after you would go through, you would come out and this would be your exit lane over here. But they obviously have this kind of walled off. They don't want people parking there. I'm next. Their speaker system seems pretty good because I can actually hear it inside my car when I'm not the one up there. Clear microphones, that's a good thing. Here we go.
Hi there, welcome to CosMc's. Thanks for your patience.
No problem. Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing just
good.
fine. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Great.
All right, so I'm sorry, I got a little long list here for you.
You're totally fine, and you're definitely not the only one doing it.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So can I get one s'mores cold brew?
Absolutely. What size?
Let's go with a medium.
Okay.
An order of hazelnut McPops.
For sure.
An order of pretzel bites.
Those come with a dipping sauce. We got spicy queso or ranch, hot mustard, or ketchup.
Let's go spicy queso.
You got it.
One churro frappe.
All right. What size for that?
Also medium.
All right.
A sour cherry energy burst. Also, let's go medium.
Okay.
A bacon McMuffin.
You got it.
And one order of hash brown bites.
So that also comes with a dipping sauce.
Let's once again go with spicy queso.
You got it.
All right, and that's it.
Okay. Your total is $33.23.
Okay.
Does your order look correct on the screen?
It certainly appears to, yes.
Awesome. Are you paying with cash or card?
I'm going to be using a card.
Okay, so you can tap or insert at the payment device right there.
All right, give me 1
And
second.
actually, it looks like I got a slight communication error happening right now.
Sure.
So we'll take your payment at the window.
That works too.
Hang tight there for a moment while we get it all together for you.
You got it.
The screen to the left, it'll turn green and call you to a specific window number.
All right, sounds great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, as you can see, they were super friendly. It's pretty well organized. I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, so on their screen, they have this big red thing. This is probably a temporary measure because of how insane this is. But then again, because you're prepping drinks and it's not just a bunch of pre-made food, it makes sense that they would have to hold you in a little bit of a holding pattern. So it's kind of fascinating. They also offer you the option to pay like right here at the kiosk, although ironically the machine wasn't working. The ice cream machine curse, I guess. My order is ready. I'm going to window 2. Let's do this. There's another view for you. It's a little tight lane there, but it's all right. We got it. One-handed, no problem. And so that's number 1, and I'm going to number 2. Here we go.
All
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going?
Right.
Welcome to CosMc's.
Thank you, thank you.
There you
Let me
go.
grab that real quick.
Delicious drinks and snacks.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we can
You
trade.
all right, sounds good.
All
Thank you.
right, just give me 1 second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Hey, how you doing?
CosMc's good.
You
Please put us on IG and on TikTok. It's gonna really help us out.
All right, no problem, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You guys are good sports about that. Cool, dude.
All right, brother.
All right, thank you.
Have a great
Have a
day.
good one.
Let us know how it is.
Will
We'll
do.
come back.
Bye. As you can see, super friendly. Look at their logo there and everything. Very cool. Yeah, they were super nice. Now, have a nice sip. That's pretty much my plan right here. Let's go park and take a look at some of this stuff, shall we? So here we have our bag, my order. This would be the various bits of food that were ordered, some of which is for me, some of which is, of course, Mrs. Koralik. Not really sure. This is the pretzel bites. We'll take a look at that. Those are mine. We have spicy queso cheese to go with it. This is... I'm not totally sure what this is. This would be the savory hash browns. Yet another order of cheese, and then this last one is the McMuffin, which was for Mrs. Koralik. So I'm not sure what's in this one exactly. Let's take a look here. Oh, these are the hazelnut pops. Those were also from Mrs. Koralik. All right, close-up of the hash browns with the spicy queso.
I won't lie. These are pretty bomb. These are pretty good. The cheese is actually really good. It kind of congealed a bit because, you know, whatever. But there, I'll show you. It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad at all. Spicy queso with the hash browns. I can actually recommend that. It's solid.
Here we have the pretzel bites, and once again, the spicy queso. Let's give this a shot, shall we?
Here we go. Not bad. The hash browns are better. I like the spicy queso, though. That's really good stuff. I think it's like you can put that on anything. Let's try this churro frappe and see how this goes. Not bad. Very sugary, very cinnamony, as one would expect with a churro. There's probably not a whole lot of coffee in this. It's good. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Interesting. Yeah, I could see this being popular. See, when I was up there, they were more focused on the drinks, which makes sense. It's a Starbucks kind of competitor. So, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, it does feel like somebody ground down a churro into a drink. That's the only way I could put it. Now, this one came up more recommended by not only them, but like online, and a lot of people trying it. This is the S'mores Cold Brew. So, this is actually the drink I wanted. The churro one was just kind of, I'll try it and see how it is. So, I'm mixing it up because it kind of separated a little bit. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Whoa. That's weird. It's like got a strong flavor, but it's not that sweet. And I mean that in a good way. Yeah, that's strange. It's just strange. It almost tastes like a back end of cherry, which doesn't make any sense. That can't be right. I like it. It's strange, though. Very strange.
The other one here would be the cherry burst thing. Medium sour cherry burst. This belongs to Mrs. So the interesting thing about the logo is the M, the arch. You can compare it to an actual McDonald's logo over there. It just kind of looks like it fell on its side, which I think is the whole point. It's very interesting to see this. But yeah, this is the side exterior, of course, where you would pull up. And so they have 3 lanes, partially for pickup and partially for payment, depending on the system you have. Well, it's flying and eating now, technically. There you go. We got a plane in the background, a little Cessna. I don't know what's that all about, but whatever. So what do you think of this?
It's really weird, because like it's got all the little bubbles at the bottom, but I don't even know what they're supposed to be. What do you think they are?
I don't know. I did take a little sip of it. That burst is definitely appropriate because it's supposed to give you energy or something, right?
Yeah, it's it says on the side, it's a sour cherry energy burst. I think it's actually supposed to be one of their most popular beverages at the moment.
It definitely was sour and cherry, I'll give it that.
It's nice. I wouldn't say I'd get it again.
So overall thoughts on CosMc's. It's Starbucks and McDonald's kind of combined. But check it out if you actually have the opportunity. It's more about the fun of it rather than the food itself. The journey, not the destination. Let's put it that way. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Please like, comment, subscribe. Check out all my social media stuff in the description. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Patreon, etc. The Spreadshirt, I've got that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.